Now, where do you reckon I'm standing right now? Where do you reckon I am? Well, I'll tell you where I am. Well, I'm at the Trey Bit Cricket Ground. This is literally the first ground that I ever played cricket on. It's behind the Sandringham football ground, and its name is Trey Bit, which I believe is the name of the school. And I remember batting on this ground in the Hampton Cricket Clubs under 12s back in about 1978, 79 maybe. It's my first game of cricket outside of school. I actually went to Haileybury College back in those days, and I wasn't born with a silver spoon, and it was a complete waste of time going to that school, but that's where I started. It's actually where I got interested in cricket. But I soon put on the big pants and the big whites and started playing for Hampton Cricket Club on the back of my neighbour Johnny Bakos, who was playing there. And we used to hang out. The batting team used to line up about where those chairs are, if I remember. About in that area there. It wasn't quite the same back in the day, but the ground hasn't changed much at all. Anyway, the funny story was back in the days you'd have the whole team padded up because the wickets used to fall on them out the ball. So you'd have to be ready. If you had 3 or 4 batsmen ahead of you, you need to have the pads on because you could be anywhere. But anyway, I remember walking out to bat, and the pitch didn't look like this. We used to play on a material called matting, which is rolls of I don't know what material it's made. It never seemed organic. And we used to peg the mats down, and there'd be a join in the middle, much like there's a join in the middle there I can see. And anyway, so we used to roll these mats out, and I specifically remember telling Dad that I've got a game in the Hampton under 12s. And the old man said, "Oh, come and have a look." I said, "No, Dad, I don't want you coming anywhere near the ground. Leave me alone. Let me be." I had zero confidence back then. I just started to play. So anyway, I came out to bat, and I would have been, standing around here somewhere. That's where the stumps would have been. And I remember ready to face the bowler and looking up and seeing my old man standing in one of the trees, behind one of the trees over here, just poking his head behind one of the trees. So he came and had a look. Couldn't help himself. That boundary over there is from where we're batting. You would be lucky if it's 20 metres. It's a tiny ground. It is a tiny ground, but it was appropriate for under 12. And then, of course, you've got just behind these trees to the west, you've got the Sandringham Beach and Yacht Club, I guess. But yes, I haven't been back here. We just had some dinner in a restaurant in Hampton Street, a lunch in a restaurant in Hampton Street, and I thought I'll drive out here with my girlfriend and my boy and visit this ground for the first time in, I reckon, about 40 years. I'm 54 at the moment, and I batted here when I was about 9. Trey Bit hasn't changed. I can't believe they still play on this ground. Senior men play on this ground. There's Naka and Liam. How you going? Anyway, Trey Bit Reserve. I'm not sure if it's good memories or shit memories. I don't think I did particularly well on this ground. Anyway, cheers.